Today's classes, I'm going to work on a space of this thought. That when we have these constant thoughts that related to trigger certain emotions. Hi, Deza. Deza, can you hear me? All right. Deza, can you hear me? Okay. Deza, can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? All right. Deza just did float away. That's okay. I'll come back. Um, so these thoughts that we constantly have, they are not going to go and vanish. So you have to be very cautious in today's class. What are those dominant thoughts that constantly enters into you and that you may not think that thought is just innocent by itself? No, it has a positive part to it and then it has a negative part to it. Uh, Especially in these times, people who are very empathetic towards other people, they also need to do as much as empathetic part is a very lovely, fine part of it, but they need to work on their shadow selves. Why am I attracting the same emotion that feed my thoughts and feed my emotions? So even if you don't want to see part of struggle in you, you might just have another way of using logic to shut it from you, but yet you will entertain it on another person. So this is very important that you need to go steps and steps to work deeply within yourself. So I will highlight those parts, and very gently what you have to do is bringing the breath and the body and the mind and thoughts all into that space of you're witnessing it. And when you see a stagnation of energies, because thought is not just a thought, they just don't float away. They create energies in this universe, they create energies. And those thoughts are like seeds. You plant them, and then it will attract the vibrations to grow it. Now, let's say someone is emotions want to get triggered. They have this thought that the world is against them, the finance is against them, the health is against them. And what they do is they perpetually allow that energy to clash onto certain emotions and provoke those emotions out of people or create the same grounding um, in a collective level to create that energy. See what I said? So be very careful of these energies that you even didn't know that exist in you. Very gently, I'm taking another layer of out from today's practice. So saying that, I'm going to move the camera towards Darren. So take a deep breath in and just very gently elongate the spine, especially spread this scapula in the back and allow to lift up the sternum a bit more and the heart a bit more, and very gently allow the breath to move in and move out gently. In that very moment, just observe where you're holding these certain patterns of certain emotions in your body that is coming into your gentle awareness, nothing to force, nothing to shake it strongly, but in a very gentle way. Now take a deep breath in. When you're breathing in, shrug the shoulders up and very gently breathe out. Drop the shoulders. Breathing in, breath out. Now take a deep breath in a lock, navel lock. Shrug the shoulders up. Hold the breath and massage the back of the skull by releasing the tension of the C1, C2. Understanding of the world, but introducing this practice into the space. It's equally significant in shaping up the perception of you. Breath out, drop the shoulders. Now take a deep breath in, shrug the shoulders up, tilt the head back and massage and open up the jaw widely, releasing the tension of the activity of the mind out of the jaw. Breath out, chin to the chest. Very gently collapse the spine into a seating of a cat. Now breathing in, tongue roll up onto the upper palate energy, gazing into the space. Hold that breath. Breath out. Relax the spine very gently. Now very gently take a deep breath in. Elongate the spine into a gentle space. Walk those palms into the front and very gently try to lay the back onto the floor. Try to lay the chest onto the floor. Now, by breathing in, you're very gently, psychosomatically releasing the charge of that negativity out. Breathing in that awakeness experience into your life. Breathe out, spread the palm a bit more and face the palms up. So there is no charge in the body. Very gently releasing that what you are, negatively allowing the body, even you're going through something. Now take a deep breath in, very gently coming back. Shoulders roll back, opening up the chest. Now take a deep breath in, coming into a place of Sukhasana so your ankles are not crossing. Now very gently, if you have a bolster, you can lie down on the bolster, the back, or drop the elbows into the back and walk the palms into the back. Very gently, there is a lot of congestion at the moment going through the back and the spine because now remember everything is in the universe is in a constant motion and change your energy continuously flowing and transforming. And same is the cell, same is the body. Same is the thought. Our thoughts are also form of energy. When we are thinking about something, we emit energy that interacts with the energy of the thought. So this is the time, very gently, you're going to bring some attention into the consciousness of the thought that initiate in this process. Because eventually the energy of your thought can manifest into physical reality. Because your thought influences the energy around you, setting in the same motions that the universe have. So circumstances and opportunities also arise from it. It can be for your personal growth on a spiritual level. It can be a personal one for your finance, personal one for whatever it is. Now open the throat and lift up the heart a little bit more, palms facing up. Now take a deep breath in, push those elbows down and very gently come back. Now take a deep breath in as a space of understanding that everything is in the universe is a form of energy. Energy like electricity, energy like chi, prana. Everything you can see and touch and feel, everything you can't is energy. Now bring the mind into the space of seeing the practice through the energy existing everywhere at all times. It's never still, it's perpetually, constantly moving, vibrating. Now take a deep breath in, twist the spine to the right, but coming to that space of understanding of this energy. Just today move the energy of the body to the right. Breathing in, come back into the center. Breath out, change the leg formation, twisting the spine to the left side. Now remember, nothing remains in the same forever, as the thoughts can stagnated and say, I'm unwell, I'm poor, I'm this, I'm that. Remember one thing, energy cannot be created or destroyed, simply exists. Now, what is your constantly charging that energy is very important. It's a cornerstone of physics known as law of conservation. Energy, it means that total amount of energy in the universe remain constant. But this can be constantly moved from one to another. This is the eternal space of that energy. Back to the center. Now take a deep breath in and feel the energy of the spine and stretch the neck to the right on the out breath. Or drop the neck and the head to the right shoulder. Now keep that left shoulder gently remaining. So as you know, the energy of the body can come into the heat, come into the space of vibration, shaking. Same is your thoughts. Back to the center, take a deep breath into the space of the understanding of the spine. Stretch the neck to the left side. So your thoughts and your lives, your thoughts and emotion can transform into physical, whatever that you have manifest without you knowing. But the thing is, energy changing from one to another, so you don't have to take a permanent state. This is going to be there for me forever. If you understand, come back into the center, you understand the water, when it's prayed, it's changed its crystal energy into different things. When you violate that space, the formation of the crystallization is different. So if you heat up ice, it melts, it's evaporate, but it's not gone anywhere. So now, if you see any part of your body where you need to heal, you can bring the same principles. So what thoughts are making this area cold or this area heated? Of course, the food and the environment plays also part of it. But thoughts and emotion is the subtle part where people cannot work on. A lot of people change the diet, change the environment, change the doctors, back into the center. Now you have come so far with it, yeah? Now take a deep breath in, very gently, left leg stretch back, right hip open. Take a deep breath in, elongate the spine, breath out, drop the elbows, walk those palms into the front, palms facing up. Now, if you're monitoring the substance of your energy remains, but even by a certain thought, you can change that energy. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Your thoughts infused with, is it inspiration or is it opposite to that? So just check the energy of your thought, because even you may say it constantly or it may come to you, thoughts can materialize into tangible realities. A tumor is a tangible materialization. So is every other thing. So see where your eternal energies are moving into. When you know more about you, you will consciously not disturb the body, but you can use the body and create positive paths. But this is the path that thought, especially if it is repeated, and if it gather more and you're writing things and you're getting people to talk about it, it will be like a snowball. So just observe that. It will only pick up more thoughts and it gathers more thoughts and it gathers more thoughts. But it is positive as well as negative. Keep focusing on it. Breath in, gently coming back. Now come back into the space of the understanding and the realization. And stop feeding the thoughts that negatively or shadowingly that you didn't know that exist. And you can use words with fighting with your thoughts, fighting with this, that, because it starts sticking together, create larger, more negatively a charge. Because as thoughts, according to the law of perpetual transmutation, they begin to transmute into forms of energy, which can be manifest into real things. Now that there's a positivity also in it, I'm just showing you the negativity so you will be very conscious about the path. Now take a deep breath in, bringing that left back into the pigeon pose and right leg stretched back into the space. Take a deep breath in, so very gently changing, shoulders roll back, breath out, drop the elbows, walk those paths. Now, let's see the surrounding of your life. Now you're very cautious about you doing it. Now, what's the community brings in? Are they bringing in positivity or negativity into you so that you explain? So you had the negative thought. Now, who are the people who are watering that? So be very conscious about it. I'm not asking you to cut people off. I'm just asking you, when the right soil is there and you have a seed, it doesn't mean that it's going to go away. It's going to grow into something. Whether it's a weed, whether it's a vegetable, it's up to you with seed you're holding. Enough time in the enough right conditions in the body, grow into a tangible outcome. Now, the same part, if you know about the negativity, you can be insightful and the realization to open you up into more positive paths. So imagination of a positive thought, let's say, positive practice, or maybe conscious about both negative and positive. You understand in the law of the perpetual transmutation of the energy. Now, once you lay down the body, let the body opens up, because your body might be shaping into something significant or something opposite. Everything starts, the seed is the thought. But now the breath, the body, constant thoughts, it gives that energetic impulse to nurture this seed. Now, which one you want tangibly to reduce? Which one you want tangibly to grow? Now the choice is yours. So I will allow you to take a couple of more breaths to work on this space very gently, even going deeper into your empath self, into your shadow self. Ask yourself, what are the thoughts that you're fostering? Is it encouraging or it's depleting? Is it negative or positive? Because a battle between the two brain hemispheres. Now take a deep breath in, arms facing down, very gently cultivate that space of the energy to liberate yourself coming back. Now everyone has a free will. Energy of your thoughts, in any moment, it's your choice. Even for a fraction of a second in the morning, if the negative thought occasionally creep up, key is not to feed it, not to feed it too much, as they are going to attract for the day for you to nature that on a downward spiral. Plank. Now very gently on the pelvic floor, stronger. On that plank, your left knee comes down but not touching, then goes up. Right knee comes down, go up. A few times, changing the formation of the knees and the hips, but stronger on the pelvic floor, so that you want this perpetual transmutation of energy to serve in the right way. Now take a deep breath in, drop the knees, stretch the spine into the back, palms facing up. Now you are the alchemy of this energy. Now, so far you got it? Now you understand that the world that you are seeing is a primordial part of the energy, and your thoughts have been created into reality. Now very gently, palms facing down, crawling and bringing the chest into the front. Drop the belly. Breathing in into a gentle cobra. Elbows onto the floor. Open up. Open up. Open up. Open up. Overlooking to the right side. Overlooking into the left side. Back into the center. Now relax the forehead onto the floor. And slightly keep the chin aligned and open up the back of the neck. Elbows pointing out. This is the time you're taking that solitude of being distant from about taking care of yourselves so that you can fully represent, fully present when you're support to the other. Now take a deep breath in, bring your palms where next to your elbows. Take a deep breath in, breathing into up face. Shoulders relax and your chest is open, and lift up the space. Now, this is very important if you're taking time to help someone, taking time to look after a partner, a mother, a father. Capacity to feel, understanding things on a deeper level so that you're not getting pulled into your thoughts. Breathe out towards the down face. Now, very gently, you may roll onto the down face very gently. I want you to lift up the head and the neck and relax any tension. Move the head side to side. So this is a time that you have withdrawing and spending time. That is the vital part of your self-care. As much as we bathe, we brush teeth, this practice is helping to understand, crucial for your well-being. Now take a deep breath in, left leg up into the back, left knee to the chest, breathe out, left leg up into the back, left knee onto the left elbow, breathing in, stretch back, left knee into the right elbow, breathing in, stretch back, left foot into the front. Arm stretch into the back, interlacing the fingers, stretch the lock up, 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 and release the tension. Breathing in, arms raise onto the ground. Interlacing the fingers, palms facing up. Now opening up onto the Virabhadrasana, take a mudra. Especially if you're empathetic nature. But it's very important that you set a boundary also to nature yourself. Because obviously people are drawn into you. Obviously people are asking you things. Obviously you want to help people. But it's also important to learn to balance your openness with a need for personal space and a quiet space. Even you're very good with your communication, you're very good with your social skills, you're a great hugger, a great lover, everything, but yet if you don't have alone time with you, you may get depleted. Elbow onto the knee. Right arm stretching up to the ceiling. Now very gently straightening the front knee and moving into the Trikonasana. Even if you have a block that can support you, and opening up into the triangles pose, because we are using the work of the energy and moving this energy through the body. Energy field that draws you what you also need to be drawn into. Breathing in and breathing out as positive and negative. So is the thoughts, so is the attraction stem from your space of understanding. So what are you attracting? Butterflies or just flies? Right, reaching into the back, touch the floor. Now both palms dropping onto the right side and very gently dropping the back knee and very gently left knee open, left hip open. Drop the elbows further onto the right side and see whether you can take another stretch. Now you can bring the knee closer to you, or you can turn the foot and drop the knee, and it's a very vulnerable stretch. So you don't have to react forcefully. That the situation you might find yourself in the practice, so is the situation that you find emotionally, not just on the physically. Now take a deep breath in. Even this stretch, if you magnify the space, are you dramatically reacting, overreacting? Or you are intentionally using the depth of your understanding to sincerely experience the emotions so deeply. Now this is go back to the perpetual energies. People People are attracted towards the energy field that draws people to it, but it can be positive and negative. So it's the events. So it's the health. So it's the finance. The attractions stem from your open and receptive nature to negative or positive. So you can collectively see this. Your energy can heal, comforting. So it's your thoughts and emotions can be also comforting in a positive, negative way. But what's the energy of the magnet? Now, once you get this magic part of this practice, take a deep breath in and gently coming back, holding on to the front knee and lunge a little bit more to release any further tension. Move into the front and into the back and lunge a bit more deeper. Strong on the pelvic floor. Now very gently palms onto the floor into a plank. Strong on the pelvic floor, left knee onto the floor. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling. Now I want you to do 6 deep cycles of breath on this by wider rotation. Just to propel the energy that you might find. If, now spread that energy, but making that response to the nature of the plants, nature of the air, nature of the animals, nature of the babies, nature of the warmth and safety in your presence. So the right thoughts feel secure and ease in your source of the alignment. Now right reaching into the back, touch the floor. Take a deep breath in, drop the knees. Stretch the spine into the back, arms facing up. Taking that couple of deep breaths. That you're very gently working through yourself. Now palms facing down, very gently crawling and bringing the chest into the front. Drop the belly, soften the hips. Breathing in into an up face. Shoulders relax and chest open. Breathing out, drop the knees and stretch the spine very gently into the back again. Now very gently coming into a down face. Right leg up into the back. Right knee to the right chest. Breathing in, right knee to the right elbow. Breathing in, right knee onto the left elbow. Breathing in, stretch back, right foot into the front. Now take a deep breath in, arms stretch into the back, interlacing the fingers. Arms raise onto the crown. Palms facing up. Coming onto the Virabhadrasana. Take a mudra. Take a moment that you have become the co-creator of this energy in this solitary moment. Take a mudra that giving the opportunity to recharge your inner batteries. Now, this is the moment that you can, coming into the end of the year, that your mind can release the clutter, the confusion, the accumulation, internal and external. Elbow onto the knee. But I'm reaching. Take a deep breath in. Coming into the Purna Trikonasana. Now you can attach your energy of the thought, or you can detach from the space of energies that are depleting you. So you're withdrawing into the primordial energy of the soul. Because even thought itself, if you don't understand the solitude, the vital part of the self-nurturing, self-care routine is very, very important. This is not being distanced from anything. This is only giving you a chance to be distanced from all the energy being moved out. So you're fully present when you're supportive, when you are with that person, but now in this very moment within yourself. But reaching into the back, touch the floor. And walk those palms towards the left and rub the elbows furthermore. And open up that right foot and open to feel that space move deeper. To see the thoughts that you have this ability to see through people, understand the intentions of people. It's a gift, but this is a profound gift now, allow you to understand everything. You can see the actions behind the words. You can see the actions behind anything. So this profound gift is also very much important to be nurtured. Now, in this process, because of your transparency, people that you can see through people, it can be a very gentle place where people can be very vulnerable around you on a positive way or in a negative way, because you could see through everything. But so deeply get into your practice with care, where it needs compassion and being aware of the impact of can elevate people. Also, you can be the cleaner of that collective consciousness. As much as you're supportive, you can trigger people who have not elevated into that space of the understanding. Now take a deep breath in, very gently coming back, stronger into a plank. If you want to hold on to the knee on the front and stretch a little bit the hip, please take time. Otherwise, move into a plank. Drop the knees and very gently stretch the palm. Palms facing up. Now you understood the ideas turning into realities, thinking turning into realities. And you're a magnet. Nothing is just a thought. Before people thought the action is very important, action attracts all these things. I would say no, positive and negative also before the action manifests. The situation can be attracted. Child pose. Crown of the head onto the floor and lifting up the buttocks. Roll back onto the third eye and the fist is on the third eye. Wake up the spine one vertebra at a time. Now, understand the energy of the perpetual transmutation of the energy. But what is the energy that is manifesting into real events in your life? And at this very moment, you can seize that contract if you come into the realization of the thoughts that you're feeling. Now, very gently wake up the spine, one vertebra at a time, through this understanding, shaping up your spine on this significant way to your energy. Even initially, your life is started as a thought, an energetic impulse. You nurture this thought, allow it to mingle. But frequency eventually comes into that space of blossoming, flourishing. And then it also has the space of opposite to that flowering. It can go picking up more and more and more and roll. Negative or positive. Now, very gently, stretch the legs into the front. Shake the legs and release. Now, very gently, sole of the feet together. Very gently, butterflies, and release the tension and the gravity of the hips and the knees and the ankles. Now, you're using the practice today to create changes in your life. Now, very gently, knees to the chest. And breathing in, arms raised onto the ground, feet stretch up. Breath out. Breathing in. Breath out. Breathing in. Breath out. Breathing in. Breath out. Now, very gently coming into a space of a gentle posture that resonate with you, and just giving a moment of that self-care, compassion, and being aware of the impact your insights can have on others, and what impact that others have respectfully can support you. Shoulders and chest is becoming into more understanding where you're holding certain things. Now, very gently, as I say, this perpetual energy in the space of the universe, it will choose and attract in this sacred purpose. This time that the energy is protecting and guiding those that serve a greater guiding hand. So your light can be of assistance without you realizing it. Your presence is very important. So yeah, now you know how to work with this energy without decaying. Whatever the situation is in this time, it is a mysterious working of a greater understanding, greater spiritual plan. That's why your inner spiritual connection is very important. That it will bring you back into the space of that. You should always take your rest in that space of that inner spiritual ground. Even the world for you that you understand, whether it's your body, your mind spinning out of control, this moment I would ask you to just take that breath, call upon that energy, which is sincere to heart, asking you for that guidance and the assistance and the protection. Maybe this is the time that you're being utilized as an instrument of a higher working. And it might be your life is too hard, your life is too much to share, your life is too much to. But align and surrender to that best of your ability with this practice. Trust in the process of that nature of its grace. When you come into this realization, arms raised onto the ground, cleanse in the space and the aura, and energize the space of the body with this alignment, the breath with this alignment, the mind with this alignment, the house is on this alignment, state on this alignment, galaxy, universe, country, everything that, when you're in the practice, I don't have to tell the words. The alignment itself is millions and trillions of words cannot come into that place. So lift up the energy where you need to lift up. Align. Very gently bringing the palms onto the space of the crown. Shoulders relax into the safe. Stay in that space that you're not the crowd anymore. You're not the crowd of the thought. Into the space of the third eye. Allow to choose to take what will support you and pass on what will not. Throat chakra. Allow the vibration of the throat to vibrate and verbalize the beauty and the brilliance in the space of the speech. Heart. Listen to your heart. Release the tension of the drama. Solar plexus, where you are being guided with a deep understanding. Navel. Let it express in the manifestations of your understanding and your soul. Ground back into the Muladhara. Everything is going to be okay. Give up the guilt and you will gain access to the grace. Give up the guilt of the past and the future. Now take a deep breath in, arms raise onto the crown, cleansing the space and the aura. Palms onto the Namaskar position of Namaste. Namaste. You see, I won't see the faces. I was just telling about what you were attracting. While I was teaching, someone didn't stop knocking on the door, so I have to go. See, I manifest a mala. That person just gave me a mala. It's on the door. It was Oliver. So it was interesting because I haven't been wearing bath. But of course, this one will also go as a gift and a blessing to someone else. But a beautiful crystal of Manjushri. So manifestation do have its energy, but perpetual energy that we talked about is much more powerful than, of course, the law of attraction did a huge part to bring that collective consciousness into positive thinking. But today we work on that a bit more than positive thinking. And I brought few subjects into the space of the understanding about we being empaths. And as much as we be great creators of this world, we also can be misunderstood by the others. But continue your work, but you also, that means you need to rest also from the work that you're doing. Self-care is very important in so many levels, not just brushing the teeth, as I say, is eating good food and all that. But what thoughts is feeding into that deeper level can be disturbed. Not that that space can be disturbed by a thought, but it can be covered by other things. So it doesn't give the energy of that life when it is needed. So saying that, we have covered all those directions. Please do come back to these classes. At the moment, Nicolina is moving towards Italy and she doesn't have much time to upload these classes. Of course, we need a lot of help on these technical areas, which I'm not a master of anything at. On these areas, I can be good at teaching, but I'm not very good at doing other things. So that helps a lot. And we both go and work on the space a lot with the aged care. And this is my beauty and love of my life, the purpose of my life. Not that I'm not doing that outside. We all do that also outside there. So gracefully, my love for you guys all, and have an amazing time. It's a little bit rainy. It's nice and cozy to do some solitude work today, enjoying and contemplating on things. Big love to you, Matt. Big love to you, Sylvia, Naz, Rebecca. It's a November mustache, isn't it? Very good, very good. Suits you. December, yeah. December. And Pamela and Maria. Comfort you. Good to see you, Maria. Love you very much and say, we ask for you all. Bye.